A great tool to use when comparing any numbers, especially decimals, is the place value chart. In grade 5, students learn to compare decimals, and they work with decimals to the thousandths place. Reviewing the place value chart, to the left of the decimal point, there are whole number place values. From least to greatest, we see the ones place, tens place, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s place. To the right of the decimal point, there are decimal place values. From greatest to least, there is the tenths place, hundredths place, and thousandths place. Decimal place values do go beyond the thousandths place, but remember in the elementary grades, especially grade 5, students only work with decimal numbers to the thousandths place. Let's look at an example and compare the numbers 6 and 54 hundredths and 3 and 11 hundredths. Just like with whole numbers, when you compare, start with the greatest place values for each number. The greatest place value for both numbers is the ones place. The number 6 and 54 hundredths has 6 ones, and the number 3 and 11 hundredths has 3 ones. The number 6 and 54 hundredths has more ones than the number 3 and 11 hundredths. So looking at the greatest place value, we can already see that 6 and 54 hundredths is greater than 3 and 11 hundredths. We can use the greater than symbol to represent that statement. Let's look at 3 more examples of comparing decimal numbers where the greatest place value won't always help you determine which number is greater. Example 1. Compare 4 and 26 hundredths and 4 and 32 hundredths. In this example, again using the place value chart, we see that both numbers have 4 ones. So now we have to move to the next greatest place value. Moving towards the right, the next greatest place value is the tenths place. The number 4 and 26 hundredths has 2 tenths, and the number 4 and 32 hundredths has 3 tenths. The number 4 and 26 hundredths has less tenths than the number 4 and 32 hundredths. So 4 and 26 hundredths is less than 4 and 32 hundredths. Let's use the less than symbol to represent that statement. In this example, we needed the second greatest place value for both numbers, the tenths place, to determine which number is greater and which number is less. Grab your copy of the place value charts featured in this video by clicking the link in the description below. Example 2. Compare 9 and 837 thousandths and 9 and 817 thousandths. In this next example, still using the place value chart, we see that both numbers have 9 ones and 8 tenths. So now we have to move to the next greatest place value again. Moving towards the right, past the ones and the tenths, the next greatest place value is the hundredths place. The number 9 and 837 thousandths has 3 hundredths, and the number 9 and 817 thousandths has 1 hundredth. The number 9 and 837 thousandths has more tenths than the number 9 and 817 thousandths. So 9 and 837 thousandths is greater than 9 and 817 thousandths. Let's write another comparison statement using the greater than symbol. In this example, we needed the third greatest place value for both numbers, the hundredths place, to determine which number is greater. Example 3. Compare 12 and 95 thousandths and 12 and 7 tenths. In the third example, we see that both numbers have 1 10 and 2 ones. Looking at the tenths place, which is the first place where the numbers do not have the same value, we see that the number 12 and 95 thousandths has 0 tenths, and the number 12 and 7 tenths has 7 tenths. Comparing these two types of numbers may stump a few students because the first number has more digits than the second number. The number of digits is more significant when working with whole numbers only. When there are decimal place values involved, the number of digits is not important, only the place values. So since we know that the number 12 and 95 thousandths has 0 tenths and the number 12 and 7 tenths has 7 tenths, based on place value, the number 12 and 95 thousandths is less than 12 and 7 tenths.